The next matchup is going to be on Theta Passage. This one's between Blast Chilled and this guy, 1700 and 1800 rated players respectively. Actually, not respectively, because I said those out of order, and looks like this guy's going Aeon and Blast Chilled is going Cyber. And Theta Passage is a little bit of a throwback. It's a golden oldie from the map pool, and it's very small. That is its main characteristic, and it gives a lot of us a lot of trouble to play because it requires a pretty specific build order. And it's kind of interesting seeing Aeon versus Cybern on this map, because the movement speed of the units is very critical. Your reaction times are critical. So it's going to kind of favor the Mantis being able to move around the map quickly, but at the same time, the Auroras are going to be able to outrange the Mantis. So I have no idea which one is actually stronger in this case. We're going to have to watch and find out. So we've got Land Factory first, walk up, build the Hydro after a single P-Gen, and no raid denial on this side, just a single scout out to the center, 3 more land factories following with not a single air factory to be seen. On the south side, Blast Chilled, same build, P-Gen, Mex, land factory, and he is moving up to grab the Hydro with 4 more land factories and not a single air factory to be seen once again. So we're going to be seeing a full-blown land battle. One of the differences here, though, is that he is moving his ACU to the front a little bit more quickly than his opponent is. He is going to get this reclaim up here, valued at a measly 10 apiece, but when you stack them up, they do make a difference. And he did get a Hunter out, but that Hunter is going to get nothing done because a very timely Aurora shot it in the face. So he does have another Mantis Scout pair that is going to move over in that direction to guard, but overall, the early game is nil. He is going to get a Mole all the way up in here that is going to be able to scout out all of that. He does have the cloak turned off, so he is probably going to lose it quickly indeed. You gonna actually kill the thing, or are you gonna let it escape? Apparently, he is going to let it escape. Now, these civilian structures are not really worth anything. You can control shift, and you know, anything of a 10 mass value or higher is going to show up on the map. Those don't show up, so don't waste your time. Don't rush over there with the ACU and try to reclaim them. They're only worth like 5 apiece, which is very weird. Very weird, I will point out. But don't do it. These are much more valuable. You've got clumps of rocks over here that you need to reclaim, and we can see that being done here with these engineers. And then there's rocks all along the cliff face. This map is symmetrical on this line, so both of these guys have access to the exact same tools and the exact same reclaim in the same places. But you'll notice that Blast Chilled has picked his up much sooner. So he's got 503 in the bank. This guy only at 158, which doesn't sound like that much of an advantage. But that is, what, 400 mass? Well, okay, slightly less now. A 200 mass difference, which was 4 tanks. So he will have more tanks than his opponent does. Mantis moving over to the left, going to be able to easily KO that Aurora as the ACU shotguns one over on this side as well. That means that there's going to be nothing preventing this engineer from dying. On the south side, we do have a Mantis being picked off by an Aurora. That range advantage showing strong. It's going to kill one for free, but the second one is going to run down the Aurora and be able to knock it out. That Mantis is going to push up to the north and probably be able to kill this engineer as well. Wall section is going down for Blast Chilled on the south side. That is going to prevent any run-bys over here without him knowing about it. The walls will have to be reclaimed or whatnot. And then Mantis running by on the north. This is the type of situation where every single unit matters. So when you see tanks dying, it is a big deal. Pulling back here in the face of superior units, he's going to take his raid, take his free kills, and get out in order to not lose that advantage. Very nice pickup there. 2 Mantis pushing up front to kill the radar, and then they will retreat slightly once they encounter resistance from these Aurora. Another mass extractor going down there to this Mantis, as well as an engineer kill on the south side. So right now, it looks like Cybern has a strong upper hand. 23 mass income, 25 to 17. So they do have a few mechs advantage. Behind on power, which is a little bit odd to see. And we've got a total of 6 land factories versus about to be 7 land factories. So Aeon is still going to continue to have issues. The big difference here is going to be whether Aeon can get the gun. Because if Aeon Commander gets the gun, and you have enough Auroras in one spot, you can just range out and kite pretty much anything that comes along, and it is going to be devastating to the enemy forces. Oh no. Oh, you left the Mantis alive. Why? This guy moving over to the right. Aurora is picking up some kills on the Mantis there. Blast Shield needs to be careful not to overextend with his commander because, of course, as we all know, Auroras can outrange that ACU. So if he starts getting into a bad situation, he is not going to be able to escape. He does have a superior number of tanks, though, and he will be able to force those Aurora back as he moves his ACU forward. This guy still at just about full HP. Blast Shield quite a bit lower. And of course, the Cybern ACU has 1,000 HP less to begin with, and he is really shedding a lot of HP as he moves on to the front. Mantis moving back up to try and gain. Looks like this guy is going to have a little bit of a micro conundrum. When you place too many move orders with the Auroras, they tend to twitch about and not actually move anywhere, which could be considered a feature because they can dodge ACU shots, or it could be considered a nerf because they're not able to efficiently run away from units while zigzagging. They're only able to back up. So I don't know which side of the fence you fall on that, but it is a feature nerf to be aware of. A FNERF? Yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone. This guy now at 8,000 HP versus below 5,000 for Blast Shield, and Blast Shield just continuing to make poor choices with his ACU placement as he sheds another 1,500 HP off his commander for basically no reason. Mantis having to move up to stop the gap. The map control is strong. Blast Shield making 33 mass per tick and now building an air factory after his 7 land factories. The Aeon player still having to work with the same 6. So this could present a bit of an issue moving forward. Once this air factory builds, Blast Shield is going to be able to build bombers to his heart's content since there is no opposing air force, and those bombers are going to be absolutely devastating to the Aurora packs. The Mantis assistance coming into play, powering through that stealth upgrade on the ACU. That means that the Auroras are not going to be able to target down the commander unless Blast Shield missteps again, puts his commander out in front of everything else, and gets into easy vision radius of all of the Auroras along with the Omni coverage of the enemy ACU. This guy taking a lot of damage, moving up to get trapped by the Mantis. 6,000 HP versus 3,800, but look at the difference in forces. The meat shielding of that ACU enabled almost all of the Auroras to stay alive. They're now moving in from the back. They're going to shred the remaining number of Mantis, and now Blast Shield is in a bad situation. 2,300 health. No! No! It's going to be a mutual! Oh! Are you going to hold fire? No! Why did it call out the win? Blast Shield win. What? That was a mutual. You can't go by the winner-loser sign on that one. Yowzers, that was nice. Good job to both of those players. Very good job. That is going to wrap everything up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like and share it with someone. If you want to support the channel, catch the streams, or join the Discord, check out the links in the description. Thank you all for being at least partially insane, and I will see you in the next one.